that's where I'm going. I'm on the way to go get, very speedily, I might add, I'm on the way to my wedding dress fitting, and I'm super, super excited. I was thinking about it earlier, and I was like, I've not really been in my bridal like mindset lately, but that is literally just because I've had so much school to do, so much like stuff going on that I'm just trying to finish up my semester. Okay, once literally April is the majority, the bulk of that, and I'll be done. So I'm like gonna chunk out these last few projects, these last few assignments, finish up my my hours and stuff that I need for school, and then the real bridal party stuff starts happening at the end of April. So with my bridal shower and my bachelorette party, and then all the moving stuff and different stuff I'll be able to do in April. So I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really, really fun. But just a little update, because my wedding dress is literally sitting right here, and your girl is so excited to see her again. Yeah. 73 days, y'all. I get married in T-minus 73 days. So excited. Guys, look, there's a cat waiting for me. How cute. I love this. I just left my wedding dress fitting. I am so excited. Ooh! Literally trying on the dress and just imagining like everything all together, all the elements and everything together again, makes me so excited to get married. I literally cannot wait till he sees me in the dress. I literally cannot wait until like I can step fully into bridal mode, get married mode. But it'll be soon. Just gotta keep, being faithful where I am. Also, my alterations lady is literally so sweet. She's from New York. On the phone she sounded a little brief, but she was like literally so sweet. Her and her daughter are a duo, and they just were so kind. They love the dress too. It was so funny. She said, who's the designer? I was like, great question, I do not know. And she was like, I'm gonna find out. And she just really loved it. So I'm just really grateful. Ooh, your girl's getting married. Ooh, but yeah, today I'm literally not doing anything. I am doing stuff. I am applying for jobs. I spent time with the Lord this morning. I did a devotional, and I'm just gonna try to spend more time with the Lord in general. But let me tell you about what I learned. So this morning I was listening to the Ruthless, Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer. Top tier book. If you're stressed, if you have a lot going on, if you struggle with busyness, if you're always on the go, you're seeking rest, baby, read that book, because conviction will come and it will be sweet. Okay, it will be sweet. But I was reading that book this morning, and he said something. He was talking about Jesus, and he was talking about how Jesus, though his life was full, he was not a hurried man. That's not an adjective, something people knew him would describe him as, And specifically how he was fiercely present. Ain't that good? Fiercely present. It talks about how Jesus literally, when Jairus came to Jesus and was like, yo, my daughter is about to die. Like, I need you to come ASAP. Jesus was like, okay, cool. But then this is also the same moment that the woman with the issue of blood, the woman who had been bleeding nonstop for 12 years and no doctor, nobody could help her, reached out and touched his garment in faith and was healed. And Jesus turned around, he was like, oh, who was that? Who was it? Who is it that touched me? And she said, it was me, Jesus. And they had a whole conversation. About her faith and about, she was like, I just knew that if I touched you, that I would be healed. That was me, And back then, this is a side tangent, but back then, it was literally trifling for her to do that. Jesus would have been considered unclean by her touching him. But she touched his garment. And he didn't get mad at anything. He was like, who was it that touched me? He was like, baby, your faith has healed you. Meanwhile, though, Jobs is on the sidelines like, friend, But what about me? What about my daughter? She's about to die. This is urgent to him. This is everything to him. And Jesus still remains present with the woman who he is with. The woman, like, in that moment that needed him, fiercely present with her. And that strikes me so much because, ooh, man, the conviction I felt, because being present is something that we talk about a lot. But it's definitely been a desire of my heart lately to slow down and be present and prioritize, like, what is the most important thing, you know? Whew. Feels like maturity, Lord. Feels like maturity. But it reminded me of something, because he said, you know, Jesus had the most full life. He was constantly being interrupted, but yet he was not known for that. Yet he was fiercely present. And for me, I cannot say the same about myself. You know what I mean? People know me to be busy. People know me to be always on the go, this, that, and the third. And when I was younger, I was okay with that, you know? I was. And I was, you know, gone. And it was cool with me. But now I'm at this place where I'm like, I don't want people to know me like that. You know, I don't want people to think of me and think busy. When I'm spending time with someone, when I'm with people, I don't want to not have enough time for the people that matter, you know? That's not the life that I want. That's not the life that I want. I don't want to have a life that doesn't have enough time for people and relationships. So that just was something I thought about this morning, specifically how the Lord's life was full, but yet he was fiercely present. And that is something I'm seeking in my own life, because honestly, most of the time I'm not. And I want to be, and I'm on this journey to be, but most of the time I'm not. But honestly, I think being present requires sacrifice. It does, and it requires discipline, and it requires trust in the Lord, because it's the urgency. Sometimes people call you, or things just seem so urgent, your to-do list, all these things, they seem so urgent, but really it puts you in a place of being in this constant state of worry, and I'm over that. Okay, I'm over that. I'm not interested in stress, nor worry. I'm not friends with it, okay? But it just made me think, like, how can I become present? You know what I mean? What does that look like? And honestly, I've taken steps. I'm taking steps right now. It's an active process, you know what I mean? Continual learning thing. But I think one thing that I've done lately is stop filling my schedule so fully. Your girl was a 30-minute by 30-minute, hour by hour. Not really, but if I had an area of time, some free time, what can I be doing during that free time to be productive? Who can I talk to? What can I do? If I got off here at this time, then I would spend this time going here. Then I got 30 minutes to make it to here, and whatever. I'm going to, all that, I'm not doing that anymore. I set a few goals each day, literally, and a few goals each day. And I'm asking myself now, and I literally asked the Lord, I was like, what does a present week look like? What can I do with the time that you've given me today? Because I think a lot of times too, I'm always ahead of things. I'm like, okay, you got to think this, that, and third. I should be doing this. But to be present means to not be in the past nor be in the future, you know? Ooh, what a balancing act, man. Chelsea Smith said that on, I can't remember the podcast name, but her and Judah Smith. So good. Love that podcast. Love them. Love their authenticity. Love their banter. But she talked about that. It is discipline, man. It is discipline, and I have to remind myself too, it's one of those things that takes time. There's no perfectionism in this either. You just learn as you go. But yeah, that's what's been on my mind lately, is how to be present. So yeah, thank you for listening. I'm gonna go in here, finish doing what I need to do, and then relax. Because like I said, I'm not planning my life back to back like I was before. So I'm just going to let whatever comes come. What a beautiful, beautiful, freeing opportunity to encounter the Lord. Come on.